go ahead and show you one of my favorite tips so students can watch the process of electrophoresis from start to finish. If you don't do this, the lid will fog over and your students won't be able to see everything that's happening. So what I'm going to do is take a chem wipe or other soft cloth. I'm going to use 1 drop of a liquid soap. You can use hand soap or dish soap. Just 1 very small drop right there on the chem wipe. And then you're going to rub that little drop of soap all over the inside surface of your chamber's lid. And so you're just going to rub that in, and if you can see it, go ahead and keep wiping that off. You just want to not be able to barely see any of that residue on there. But this residue will help prevent the lid from fogging over so that you and your students will be able to watch the progress of their experiment. Then you're going to go ahead and connect your chamber lid, connecting the leads, making sure they're lined up red to red, black to black. Press that firmly closed to make sure that the connections are seated. Then go ahead and plug in your power leads to your power supply, making sure that your supply is off. You don't want to have any electricity problems. Again, red to red, black to black. Now every power supply is different, so you'll need to take a look at yours and make sure that you follow its instructions carefully. We're going to go ahead and switch this one on. Okay, and power it up. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and set our voltage and our timer, and not all of them have timers, so you'll have to check yours. I'm going to go ahead and run this one at about 185 to 190 volts, which is pretty high, but I've got a fairly low concentration of buffer in the chamber, and it's only going to be running for about 10 minutes. And so this will be a quick way for your students to be able to understand the concepts of electrophoresis without having to use any biological material. So dyes are a great, inexpensive, and yet powerful tool to use in your classroom with your students. Okay, I've got my timer set, my voltage set. I'm going to go ahead and press run. Yours may say start. Okay, and what you want to do is look for what I call the DNA spa, or in layman's terms, bubbles. You want to go ahead and look here at the negative end and at the positive end, and on that metal wire lead down there, which may be platinum or titanium depending on your brand, you should see a line of bubbles. If you've got bubbles, you have a successful experiment and your electrophoresis is running.